It's June 15th, 2017. We're in Kenya at Manyatta Boys High School. And we're here with Michael and Maxwell. And the first thing we're going to do is give you some gifts. All right, I have one of these for each of you. A student of mine named Anthony, he made a whole bunch of these to give to Dago students. So in each one you have some pencils, a pen, an eraser, and there's a pencil sharpener in there somewhere, right the yellow one right there. So each of you have that. That's a gift for you to keep here. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So give that to Bunny to hold. Give that to Bunny. Yes.
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
He'll hold it.
I'll give it back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And this one, Michael, we got some dirt on here. I apologize for that. This is from my brother and I, Bunny and I. We have some money for you. Okay. As soon as you say money, the big smiles. Yes. Okay. Okay. No money for you though. Okay. All right. You each have 1,000 shillings there. Okay. First, we want to make sure you put it someplace safe so no one can steal it. Maxwell, where are you going to put that? Where will you put it? Like
With me, I will take it to the bursar.
Bursar. Okay.
Yes, in
Is
the
that what
office.
you'll do too?
Me, I take to the senior master to keep.
To the where?
Senior master.
The something master. Okay. Okay. That sounds good. All right. Yeah. We need. Okay. All right. Maxwell, what would you like to buy?
I'll hold these.
Yeah. Let Bunny hold it.
You'll get it back.
Make sure he likes to steal money, so don't let him steal it. Okay. Okay.
Don't listen.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Maxwell, what would you like to buy with that money? What would you want to buy? Books? What would you like to buy?
In my box.
No. With 1,000 shillings,
Yes.
what would you like to buy?
I would like to buy.
Real loud, tuck into the mic, and look at George.
I would like to buy some storybooks.
Storybooks. Good.
Yes, to read at the lesser time. When I have lesser time.
Good when you have free time.
Yes.
Good.
At home and both at school.
That's good. That will help you in English, the English books, Kiswahili.
Yes. To improve my languages.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Give Michael the microphone. Michael, what are you going to buy with your money?
This is my money. After I've received it like this, I know if I go back home, I try to bring a small business. I can keep it somewhere so that one day I invest it in something that can bring life into me in future days.
What kind of investment? Have you thought about that?
I will keep it somewhere so that if I've collected some, I can buy even something like a sheep so that I can rear it and see it there.
Great.
Did you ever think of putting it in the bank, and then the bank can pay you interest?
Yes.
Do you know that? Put it in like I have money in the bank, and they pay me interest, more money on it. Can
Yes.
you do that?
Yes,
Good.
I can do that.
Good.
Okay, so let's go. Both of you know a lot of people in the United States donated money so you two could go to high school. So Michael, we'll start with you. What would you like to say to the people in the United States who donated money? So say it real loud and look at George.
I will say to them that it is a great thank that I'll have to offer to them, because I know with them I could not have reached at this stage. So I just say thank, and may God give them life to stay and also to support us until we reach the destiny.
Okay, thank you. Why don't you give it to Maxwell? Now, real loud, Maxwell, tell the people what you'd like to say.
I, as Maxwell, I want to take this golden opportunity to thank you for the reason that you have put on to us to be here at Manyatta. And it is a great thanks that if it were not you, we could have not reached this rank. And you have the same spirit and continue with it. Thanks.
Okay, very good. Thanks,
Well done.
guys. Okay,
Well done.
all right. Just hold it. Okay. This is my 5th time in Kenya. Back in the United States, people are always asking me, tell us about Kenya. What are the people like? What's the food like? What is the geography like? Maxwell, what would you like people in the United States to know about Kenya? So tell them there, what would you like them to know?
Kenya is a good country because there is peace and there is main development, e.g. the infrastructure, e.g. roads. And we also have the tourist attraction centers, e.g. Masai Mara. Yes, there are many things.
Yeah, look at the camera.
There are many things that Kenya has developed with, and this has enabled this has enabled the Europeans to visit us, and there is peace that we have put onto them. Thanks.
Okay, thank
Great.
you. Give it to
Awesome.
Michael.
Terrific.
Michael, what would you want to say to the people who donated money?
What I would like to tell them about Kenya is that
Oh, I'm sorry. It's about Kenya. My bad. I'm sorry. About Kenya.
what I want to tell them about Kenya, even if you see, we receive a long day sunlight, and I know there it is a bit cold. So I would like to ask them that Kenya also provide places for recreation. They can come and enjoy and warm themselves by this our sun that God made.
Very good. Okay, fine. Okay, well, okay, hold on to it there. What questions would you like to ask Bunny and I about what Bunny does or what I do or about the United States?
And I showed him a map of the United States.
Oh, you did
on
show
the
him
internet.
already?
Showed
Yeah,
him where
okay.
you lived and I lived.
Okay. So what would you like to know about the United States? What would you like to ask?
In United States, we want to know how the life is there and the condition, the condition is the climate that
Okay.
is there.
Okay.
And we would also like to know more about the development that is taking place there for us one day to approach it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Bunny, why don't you start?
Yeah, so in the United States, for weather, we have 4 seasons. We're currently in what we call spring season. Spring is when all the flowers bloom and the trees get all green. And then we go from spring to summer. Summer is more like weather in Kenya. Where Brett lives, it's hotter in the summer, more humid than Kenya. Where I live in California, about the same weather and same, not as humid where he lives. And then we go to fall. They call it fall because the leaves come off the trees. They turn pretty colors. It starts to get colder and the leaves fall off on the ground and there's no leaves on the tree. And then winter. Winter is very cold. Where Brett lives, like there's snowball. Has anybody ever seen snow?
Yes.
Yeah, where water freezes. So very, very cold. And those are the 4 seasons. It's very different than life in Kenya. And then in the United States, we're very fortunate. The country has great capability. It's a free country, like Kenya. We're free to vote for a president to the United States. And there's lots of resources. We have electricity, water, plumbing in every home. So different than from all Kenyans, almost all Americans have easy access to that. And then the internet that I showed you, which was on the phone, most Americans have access to that. And that's how they communicate, either voice or through this email that we were talking about, or just learn. So it's easy for American kids to learn a lot about Kenya. All they have to do is say, tell me about Kenya, and it comes back. So we hope you will have all those same capabilities in Kenya one day.
Yeah. We also, most people in America own cars. Or not a lot of Kenyans own cars, but almost everybody in America owns cars. It's hard to, it's big, okay.
That's good.
All right, what else would you like to know about the United States? Michael, anything from you?
In United States, I would like to know how the people around or the people within the US have managed to improve their technology, that we also Kenyans can apply in order to improve the economy of Kenya?
Okay. In Kenya, most people are farmers.
Yes.
Long time ago in the United States, most people were farmers. But today, only a small percentage of people are farmers. And that's because of technology. Farmers have the latest in technology, so just a small number of farmers can actually feed the whole world. A small number of U.S. farmers can feed the whole world. So our economy is much more developed than yours. We have lots of people in what we call, professional kinds of jobs, whether it be teachers, doctors, lawyers, investors, things like that. So we have lots of stores, retail stores where you go to buy things. Our economy is much more developed. Kenya will get there, but there's a lot more job opportunities in a place like the United States and a lot more opportunities to make a lot of money. And hopefully Kenya will get to that soon.
Is that why they have their economy is high?
Yes, and we're blessed. We have a lot of resources. Farmers grow mostly, kind of in the middle part of the country where I live, but also a lot in California where Bunny lives, and the land is very good. It's very good land. We're very blessed for that. All right, so yeah, I tell my students all the time that we're just blessed. We're really lucky in the United States. Bunny and I were born, our parents, Bernie and Elsie, the scholarship is named after them. They grew up very poor, but they worked really hard, and they made sure that I and Bunny, and we have another brother, that we all had university education, and we've had a great life. And that's why we're trying to help you guys do the same thing.
And one opportunity could be that if you do really well, you could apply someday to a United States university.
Yes.
So that I can also ferry the other side.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Right. We have lots of students that come from all over the world.
And
to
some
the
from
United
Kenya.
States. Some from Kenya.
Yeah.
And so as you learn more and get closer to that age, you should look into that, and we can help figure out how to do that.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to, any questions or anything else you want to say? Because lots of people will watch this video. So any other questions or anything else that you just want to say?
The question I would ask is that I know this is not the last time you visit us.
No, I'll be here again, sure.
You'll be again.
Yeah, you've seen me several times. Because let's see, when you were in class 7, I saw you.
Yes.
And then in Form 2 or Form 1.
Form 1.
And now Form 3.
Yes.
You'll see me again.
That's
Are you
great.
coming back to Dago this week,
Yes.
both of you?
Oh, good. Yeah.
So we'll see you there.
Yeah, next week
will be
we'll still be there.
You
Yeah.
can ask us more questions.
Yeah. Okay. Maxwell, anything else you want to ask or anything else you want to say?
With me, I will just want to tell you that with us, without you, we could not reach at this level. And it is God that has come between you to put us to be in this level. And you should continue with the same spirit. Yes.
Okay.
That's really nice of you to say, but we're lucky.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have an opportunity to be in your lives.
Yes.
We feel very good. My brothers worked very hard to get the foundation off the ground, but it's only fun and rewarding when we meet you and watch your success.
Yes.
Okay. Last thing, what do you do for fun when you want to have fun? Just fun. Do you sing? Do you play sports?
During my free time. In fact, with me, I train to be pastor.
You're trained to be a pastor. Okay.
Yes. That's what I train to be, that if God wishes, I will also be someone who can preach the word.
Okay, good. Don't you get Maxwell? What do you do with your free time?
In my free time, I take my friends, my colleagues, then we sit under a shade. We story about the importance of the knowledge that we will gain in the future. Yes, and we have the good for us to have the good characters. Yes, we advise ourselves not to be bad students.
Good.
And that has enabled us to be in a good condition and not falling in many mistakes in school.
That's great.
I just want to show you one thing. This is, I showed you the internet. I showed you the United States. This is a thing called Wikipedia. And this, whoop. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, hang on. Okay. This will allow you to get access to anything in the world in English, Chinese, Russian, Italian, Spanish, German, French, and Japanese. And if you just type in this little line up here, history of Kenya, it would bring up everything about Kenya. This is what young people in the United States learn, how they learn, with teachers helping them. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think we're about ready to end. So, George, thank you very much. We can end now.